Welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining today's video. If you love coins, hidden treasures, unbelievable stories, and the idea that something small in your pocket could secretly be worth a fortune, then you are absolutely in the right place. Today we're diving into one of the most fascinating and mysterious stories in modern American coin collecting, the Liberty 1 cent 1993 USA coin, a coin with a simple face value of just 1 cent, yet surrounded by claims, possibilities, and legendary errors that have pushed its estimated worth in extraordinary cases as high as $355 million. This isn't just a story about money, it's a story about history, human error, rare chance, and the incredible world of numismatics where the smallest detail can change everything. At first glance, the 1993 Liberty 1 cent looks completely ordinary. Millions of Americans have held similar pennies without giving them a second thought. Copper-colored, small, and often overlooked, the 1 cent coin is the most ignored denomination in everyday life. People toss it into jars, leave it on counters, or forget it in old drawers. Yet history has shown again and again that some of the most valuable coins ever discovered were once considered worthless or common. The 1993 Liberty 1 cent belongs to that category where normal appearance hides extraordinary potential. To understand why this coin has become the center of such massive valuation claims, we need to understand the environment in which it was created. The early 1990s were a transitional period for the United States Mint. Technology was advancing, production speeds were increasing, and multiple mints were striking enormous quantities of coins to meet national demand. Whenever volume increases and processes change, the likelihood of mistakes rises as well. The 1993 1 cent coin was produced in very large numbers at different mint facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver, and possibly San Francisco for special strikes. Within this massive production came opportunities for rare errors, mint mark anomalies, metal composition issues, and striking mistakes that would later capture the attention of collectors worldwide. One of the biggest reasons the 1993 Liberty 1 cent has gained legendary status is the possibility of extreme minting errors. In coin collecting, errors are not flaws, they are miracles. An error represents a moment when the system failed in a unique way that was never meant to happen. These moments are frozen in metal, and when they escape into circulation, they become priceless historical accidents. For the 1993 cent, collectors have reported and searched for errors such as off-metal strikes, double strikes, multiple strikes, die clashes, and even coins struck on planchets intended for entirely different denominations. Imagine a 1 cent coin struck on a planchet meant for a dime, a quarter, or even a foreign coin blank. This kind of mistake alone can elevate a coin from 1 cent to tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now imagine if such an error also carried additional abnormalities like doubling, misalignment, or missing elements. The value multiplies rapidly. In legendary cases, where multiple extreme errors combine on a single coin, collectors and private buyers have placed values that reach into the millions. Another major factor in the extraordinary valuation of the 1993 Liberty 1 cent is the concept of doubled dies. A doubled die occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during its creation, causing the design elements to appear doubled. This is not the same as damage after the coin is made. True double dies show clear, raised doubling that is part of the original strike. On a 1993 cent, doubled dies can appear on the date, the word Liberty, or other inscriptions. Strong, dramatic doubling is rare, and when discovered on a high-grade coin, it becomes incredibly desirable. Collectors have long speculated about the existence of undiscovered or unverified double die varieties from 1993. Because pennies circulate heavily and are often damaged, many rare examples may have been overlooked, destroyed, or misidentified. This fuels the belief that a perfect or near-perfect 1993 double die cent could still be hiding in a collection, a jar, or an old roll. The possibility alone drives interest and speculative value. Mint mark errors are another crucial piece of the puzzle. In 1993, mint marks were applied differently depending on the facility. A missing mint mark, an incorrect mint mark, or a mint mark punched in the wrong location can dramatically increase a coin's rarity. Even more fascinating are cases where a coin appears to show a mint mark that should not exist for that year or location. These anomalies suggest either die contamination, transitional errors, or unauthorized die usage, all of which are incredibly rare and controversial. For example, if a 1993 Liberty 1 cent were discovered with a mint mark that was never officially documented for that coin, it would shake the numismatic world. Such a discovery would require intense authentication, but if proven genuine, it could become a one-of-a-kind piece. Unique coins have no fixed price because there is nothing to compare them to. Their value is determined entirely by what collectors are willing to pay, and in some cases, that number can reach astronomical levels. Metal composition errors are another area where the 1993 cent becomes fascinating. By the early 1990s, most US cents were made from a zinc core with a thin copper plating. However, transitional errors are always possible. A small number of coins may have been struck on leftover copper planchets from earlier years or experimental blanks not intended for circulation. A 1993 cent struck on a solid copper planchet would already be extremely valuable. If combined with other errors or preserved in pristine condition, its value could skyrocket. Weight differences are often the first clue that a coin is something special. A collector weighing a 1993 penny might notice it is heavier or lighter than normal. This simple observation has led to some of the most valuable coin discoveries in history. A misweighted coin can indicate an off-metal strike, missing layers, or incorrect alloy composition. Each of these scenarios carries massive value implications. Strike quality also plays a huge role in valuation. Some error coins show weak strikes, missing details, or partial designs. Others show unusually strong strikes with razor-sharp details due to abnormal pressure or die conditions. A 1993 cent with an exceptionally strong strike, combined with a rare error, could be considered a masterpiece of minting chaos. Collectors prize these pieces not just for their rarity but for their visual impact and story. Condition cannot be ignored when discussing values that reach into the millions. A coin with even the rarest error will lose significant value if it is heavily worn or damaged. The highest prices are reserved for coins that appear almost untouched by time. A 1993 Liberty 1 cent preserved in near-perfect condition, showing full luster, sharp details, and no signs of circulation, becomes a canvas on which errors are displayed in their purest form. This is where values escalate dramatically. The idea of a $355 million valuation does not come from ordinary examples. It comes from hypothetical or privately reported coins that combine multiple extreme factors. Imagine a single 1993 cent that is struck on the wrong metal, shows dramatic double dies, carries an unauthorized or missing mint mark, and is preserved in pristine condition. Such a coin would not just be rare, it would be unique. In the world of high-end collecting, uniqueness breaks all rules of pricing. Another factor driving extreme valuations is demand. Wealthy collectors and investors are always searching for the next legendary coin, something that no one else can own. For these buyers, price is often secondary to prestige. Owning a coin that rewrites history or challenges official records is a powerful status symbol. A unique 1993 Liberty 1 cent error could easily attract global attention and competitive bidding, pushing its price into uncharted territory. Stories and rumors also play a role in building mystique. Over the years, whispers have circulated about extraordinary 1993 cents found in old collections, estate sales, or bank rolls. Some were allegedly sold privately, never entering public auctions. Others are said to be held by families who do not yet understand what they own. While not all rumors can be verified, history has shown that unbelievable discoveries do happen. The 1943 copper penny was once considered a myth, yet today it is one of the most famous coins in the world. Authentication is critical in this realm. Any 1993 cent claiming extreme value must undergo rigorous examination by top grading services and experts. Microscopic analysis, metal testing, die comparison, and historical research are all required. Coins that pass these tests become certified artifacts of minting history. Certification adds legitimacy and dramatically increases market confidence, which in turn boosts value. Another layer to consider is the role of error coin specialists. These experts dedicate their lives to studying minting mistakes. When a specialist identifies a new or rare error type on a 1993 cent, it can instantly elevate the coin's status. Published research, documentation, and expert consensus transform a strange penny into a recognized variety.